Hey everyone, Joey here. Decided to make a quick little video. Been itching to make a video for a little while. Been recording some stuff based on some N-scale stuff I got going on. I'm building an HO scale layout. But due to the current affairs in the world, it's kind of hard to get some supplies and get everything done on time. So rather than wait to finish those, I figured I'd just throw something quick together just because I'm feeling like it. So the other day I was browsing on eBay and just looking for some stuff that I could do, work with. And I came across this nice little Accurail kit. This is a 55-ton woodside twin hopper, Lehigh Valley. Nice little kit, looks really nice, really beautiful. So I figured, why not? I'll just throw this thing together, do some preliminary weathering on it, and yeah, figure out what I want to do with it and just make a little video out of it. So that's what I decided to do, and hope you enjoy it. All right, here's the instructions. We'll see how closely I decide to follow it. So here's the main body of the car. I already did some preliminary painting work already off camera, just because I was really eager to do it. And mostly because the pieces that I cut off the sprues weren't quite the same color. This is a little bit too much orange in it compared to the body of the car, so I started spraying it using my airbrush with some boxcar red, which is the closest color I have that matches this oxide color that Accurail puts out. Also, the weights for this go right here, and that's visible, so I wanted to paint that as well. And I did that first with this Krylon matte coffee bean, which is a little bit darker than the body of the car, quite a bit darker. I know it's going to be on the underside, but I wanted it to be a closer match. So after I sprayed it, I was like, I went with the airbrush technique as well and put some boxcar red on these, so they're a much closer match. So I'm going to 5-minute epoxy those into here fairly soon. And I also started spraying the trucks and then the wheels. I put some boxcar red in there as well. And then I'm going to eventually powder these up with some rust color as well, so just so they look nice and rusty. And then eventually I'll weather the entire thing, but right now I just want to get to a point where it's ready to be weathered, it's assembled as much as I need it to be, and then I'll just go from there. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to look for either a coal load or something else, or make my own that's going to go in here. So until I figure that out, I'm not really going to touch the inside of this because I don't really know what it's going to look like yet. Haven't figured that out. But that's the state where I'm at. So the next step is to grab the airbrush and start finishing painting the rest of these pieces down here, and then getting these glued or epoxied into the base. So that's coming up. So I just finished washing this in a mild soapy solution, just using some dish detergent. And I just wanted to get all the fingerprints off of it, any oil from my skin off of it. So from now on, I'm only going to be handling it with these nitrile gloves on. That way I don't get any oils on here when I start to weather it, put powders on it. Just drying it off right now. I'm going to let it sit, and then I'll 5-minute epoxy those weights onto the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to put the couplers in the coupler box, and this is the one part of every build that can be a little bit nitpicky and finicky. So we'll see how smooth this goes and how many times I may have to refilm this. Now, I know a lot of people love Kadee couplers and they're great, but these Accumate couplers, they're actually pretty nice. I kind of like them. Very simple to put together. And so far, if I can flick it like that, I know it's good. And now the finicky part is getting the screw in here without it flying out. Can't believe this is working on the first try. Oh, a little tighter. A little tighter. And it wouldn't be perfect. Still, oh, that's still loose. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Didn't have to do a second take. Fantastic. Okay, last step are the wheels in the trucks. I know I said I was gonna powder these up and everything, but I'm gonna do that at a later time. All I have right now are some artist pastels, and I'm thinking about getting the like the pigment type of pastels that have like the adhesive built into them, like pan pastels or something like that. Some sort of actual like weathering powder, something that'll stick better, because I've noticed my artist pastels don't always stick the greatest, and I'd like a little bit more adhesion on some of that stuff. So I will weather this up at a later time. I'll just get it assembled tonight. That way I can at least feel satisfied that I've accomplished something. Oop, back that out, a little too tight. There we go. And last one. And the Accurail boxes make great little stands for assembling these kits. I use them all the time for that. Assembled a lot of Accurail kits. But I like them. They're fun. It's kind of like meditation for me. And there we go. We'll check to make sure these couplers match with some other ones, and we should be good to go. There's one. There's two. Handshake complete. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, well that wraps up this part of the build for this little kit. Still need to weather it up. Like I said before, I'm going to order some pan pastels, I think, or whatever brand sounds good. And do a little bit of research on how to weather wood side panels on rail cars realistically. So if you have any suggestions on that, let me know in the comments if you have a link to a video or something that you like. Still looking around for something like that. But in the meantime, it was a lot of fun. I think it's a beautiful little model. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.